bang bang, ooh, chee wally wally. Yeah, I can't sing that. But welcome back to the Barcast, the podcast that probably won't last. It's your boy SHAADLIVE, aka Chocolate Thunder, aka Make It Wonder, aka Won't Stop, aka Please Stop.
2 snaps and a hair flip. This is your girl Raven, aka RAEROCK Steady, aka Half Woman, Half Amazing, aka Hi, my name is Susie and Gucci think I love them.
Let's go.
And who we have here today is none other than Anderson's finest, Anderson's greatest, coming from the top of the map
of South Carolina,
Mr. Sloan.
Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram and Got Sense Pill, GOTSEXAPPEAL.
Alright, that's sweet. You got a little spelling bee going on there. We'll drop a handle for all of you people that couldn't keep up with that. That was very long. But blackout time. Blackout!
Black it out. So who we promoting today, brother?
Alright, so shouts out to Social Capital. It's a brand that's near and dear to me. Shout out to Christian. Founders Day just went by. Rest easy, my brother. But you can go and follow them at Social Capital Brand on Instagram. Again, at Social Capital Brand on Instagram. Cop some apparel. Grind pays, baby, even on the worst days.
Yes, and once again, rest in peace to the good brother Christian. I want to shout out Jet and Endeavor. It's my pin on my hat. The brother Fashion Booze, Smith alumni. He has big things going on, so I just want to shout them out.
JCSU.
You know.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm in there. I just want to be something out the book.
Anyway, so let's move forward.
What we drinking on this evening? If we gonna move forward, what we got to drink?
We gotta make sure you got a cup. Everybody get a cup, get a cup, get a cup, get a cup. Make sure you got a cup. Today, they're not sponsoring us, so I will say Hennessy once. So that's what we're putting in here. We're putting in a little bit of this.
Don't it sound so
Usually what we do is we try to do a little more than a shot, seeing as how that's what they do at all the other bars. Also, what we're going to do is we're going to drop a little orange juice in there.
Ooh.
And that's just, you know, to clear up those sinuses or the
refrigerated
COVID
special.
scares that you may have in your nostrils. And a little pickle juice. A little splash, right?
Boy.
And what we call that is,
call that, dear?
we call that the Betty's Ford Breeze.
Wee.
Gotta-
Get me off Betty's Ford.
Got a little, no. It goes down on the Ford. It goes down on the Ford. You got the Hennessy because it's real, right? You got the orange juice because you need to stay safe on the Ford, right?
You need to stay safe on the
And then you got a little pickle juice because you always can smell a little pee off in the corner. It's just a little. That's why you don't put too much. It's just a little.
Boy, you crazy, boy.
little
Taste, a little taste. You know what I'm saying? Just to bring you on around the corner. So, drinks up.
Hey.
Shout out to the Ford.
Before
Shout out to the Ford. I'm a double drink to the Ford. Because Lord knows. But alright, since we shouting out the Ford, we're going to take it back home to the home team. And as y'all can see, Jack Frost is out.
Oh, yeah.
The hawk is in the air. With that being said, being that it's November and Netflix is going crazy with all the Christmas movies, we need to discuss top 5 black Christmas movies all time, hands down.
Well, I'm gonna just go out there and I'm gonna just go ahead and put it out there.
Okay, what you got?
I got like a 1A and a 1B, but I'm gonna just go ahead and put these boys at number 1, and I'm gonna say Friday After Next. Boom.
Okay.
Go to Friday After Next. For me, Friday After Next, and then you got Preacher's Wife, and I'm not gonna lie to you. After that, to me, it's not really that many more good.
Wow.
Like, to me, I'd rather watch The Grinch
Okay.
before I would go to some of the other black movies.
The Grinch was kind of black though, bro.
The Grinch
I'm not
is
gonna
black.
hold you, even though he's white, but he blackish.
Nah, the Grinch was black.
He was a nigga.
The Grinch was definitely black. It's certain characters that they have that you just look at them and you be like, you know what? That's one of ours.
Anytime
like Goofy.
a character green, that mean they black.
Yeah.
Or if they blue, they black. Look at Doug from, Skeeter
Oh,
from Doug.
wow. Dang.
Man,
I thought
Peter
about
was definitely black.
Right.
Yeah.
And the Gross sisters. The Gross sisters were definitely black. they was beating joints up. You know what I'm saying?
The Gross sisters were blue black.
Not the best representation of
black.
us, but you are definitely on to something there.
Okay.
So,
But you cannot go through Christmas season without this Christmas. Chris Brown.
Thank you.
Got to have that.
Christmas
Okay.
of 07.
That's
Give him
gonna
that.
that's gonna kick my season off easy.
But am I going to watch that?
Yes, you
Is
watched
that-
that in May.
No. But I'm saying,
So
am
you
I
better watch the
going
Grinch
to?
over that?
Am I going to go to my Netflix
Yes.
and look for this Christmas? Is this Christmas on Netflix?
It is. It had been on since like
Wow.
September, dog. They know.
You might be the Grinch, man.
Nah, I mean no. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Hey, I might be, but don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I do think that it is a good movie. I think it's a great movie,
Right,
honestly.
right.
But I'm just saying, Christmas is a big time holiday in my family.
Yeah,
So
yeah, definitely.
I'm accustomed to the classics as far as the Grinch and things like that. So with Chris Brown, that just doesn't interest me as far as going to look for it. But if I come across it on BET or something like that, I'll sit down and watch it. Or if we're enjoying that as a group of people or as a family,
But,
I'll watch it.
bro, that's a cult classic. Like, I remember going to see that. First of all, I went on a first date with this Muslim dude to go see a Christmas movie. And I will not say no names to protect the innocent.
Hey, boy.
But that brother definitely
He eat
took
pork.
me
He definitely eats Skittles.
Let me ask you a question.
Definitely eats Skittles.
to see this Christmas.
But this Christmas, like the movie itself, really showed
It's
a very
black
traditional
Yeah.
family. I mean, that's what we grew up on.
True. And it wasn't too much of a negative representation
Not
of
me
black
at all.
people. So I mean, no, the more we talk about it, the more it's going on
First
to me.
of all,
But I'm still not about to go in there and
It was a black
look for it.
family with a big behind house in San Francisco.
Right. Right.
Nobody can afford San Francisco anymore, even the whites. So, and the boy had,
Gentrification, boy.
they had a nice house and a business in San Francisco.
Right. Right.
But I'm gonna have
Say-
to go Preacher's Wife as well, top 5, all-time favorite. Y'all know how I love Whitney. Rest in peace,
Right.
Auntie Nippy,
Yeah.
Jennifer Lewis, Courtney Vance,
Yeah. Yeah. I can
Kids.
see that. I can see that.
Loretta Devine. Soundtrack, hands down. Anytime it come on, I don't care what time of the year is, what I'm doing. I'ma sing it. I'ma play it. Just hold on, help is on the way.
I can respect that. I respect that.
You will watch Preacher's Wife when it ain't even Christmas time.
Absolutely.
We all will. That's what I'm saying. You can't compare this Christmas.
Christmas too.
No. It gotta be Christmas time. Chris Brown gotta be
This Christmas is a
knocking
classic,
joints
nigga.
off.
This
Like,
Christmas is a
Classic.
classic, bro.
No.
It's a classic,
No.
bro.
Black movie.
No.
It's a
Did you watch
classic.
it last Christmas?
Yes,
You don't know.
I watch it every Christmas.
I'm going to explain you this
He,
Christmas.
the Chris Brown version's on my Christmas playlist.
No.
Straight up, just from that movie.
Are we talking about Chris Brown singing? No, we talking about Chris Brown acting.
I'm talking about. I listened to the Chris Brown version of this Christmas over Otis Redding.
He did both very well.
This is my
The
thing.
acting and the singing.
Donnie Hathaway.
Donny Hathaway's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What's your point?
I think Chris Brown did very well on both the acting and the singing. You can go to both and whatever you want that day. You can get the acting, the singing. I mean, and he gave us a perspective of how a black family can be.
He didn't give us that. As a
The movie.
collective, they did. So
He
what I
didn't
want you to do is, because the thing is, when I think about movies, I think about highlights in those movies. I think about Denzel and Glory dropping the tear. I think about things like that.
Regina
so you give
King
me
whooped her husband's ass out the shower. If that ain't a highlight, I don't know what is.
no. I want to know what Chris Brown highlight is. Besides singing, that's Christmas.
That's what he do
in the movie.
That was his
That's
thing.
his shit.
I understand that, but all I'm saying is Chris Brown as a singer is undeniable. The boy done beat on a girl, and y'all still love him.
Yeah, actually.
Because he can sing.
But
And he
you know what?
light-skinned,
We don't know
and
the whole
y'all-
story.
That's a whole nother story for a whole nother time with y'all and them light-skinned dudes.
But really, so
But,
we only got to 3 movies. We got The Preacher's Wife,
It's
This
only 3 of
Christmas,
them.
and Friday After
Okay,
Next.
where do Charlie Brown? Y'all throw it in there?
Charlie
Charlie Brown got
that's
one
a black movie?
character.
This man,
Charlie Brown's black. You don't know.
Charlie Brown
It's
black?
a cover up, man.
Whoa, Mayday. You saying Charlie Brown is not blue?
Nah, I agree. But I like that. I like Charlie Brown.
Charlie
I know
Brown's
we're
yellow.
speaking on black movies, but it gets me in the spirit.
That brings me back to my point. There's not enough black
Okay,
movies.
I
That
agree,
means
I
that
agree, I agree.
where I know what's his name? Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
Jordan Peele, you make great movies about things that I think that the black community needs to see as well. But let's go to get some of our classics. You know what I'm saying? Some of those things that we can sit down as a family with the younger kids all the way to the older adults and sit down and watch that. You see what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like, don't get me wrong, he does great work, and I'd be crazy to ask a guy to come out of his lane, but I think he's that much of a genius to where he can
He got
produce.
Black Halloween on lock now. So we weren't, black people never made it through the horror movies.
Yeah.
So you'll give him Halloween, and we'll let, cause Django just came out, and that was David E. Talbot. So, and it wasn't bad. It was a musical, and it had, Rose.
I wasn't a very big fan of Django.
Well,
Jingle
No,
Django.
you said David P. I'm thinking about Django, what he came out with. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't. What's the guy that came out with Django? Oh, David. No.
Get Out.
Quentin Tarantino, nigga.
I'm sorry, that's what I'm thinking. I had a whole different thing, but I wasn't a big fan of that. Like those type of movies. Like, I'm not really big on that. I'm sorry.
I love you.
I'm sorry. But I was just thinking about it. I've been wanting to get it off my chest for a very long time.
We gonna toast to
Toast to this nigga right here.
Django. But you know what?
We gonna toast to Django being a Christmas movie.
It wasn't wrong with that movie though. They was in the mountains. If y'all really look,
Which movie?
Django. It was cold. It had snow.
Yeah, but just on that topic, like, I didn't like Django. Like, I just didn't like that.
You didn't like the movie Django?
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Django was good.
Well, the thing
I know, but I didn't like that.
Well, the
Because they
thing
said
is,
the white people were saying the N-word.
Yeah, that, and I just didn't like the way what's my man's name? Samuel. I didn't like the role he played.
Well, he was supposed to play the
I
same.
know, I understand that, but I just didn't like that role.
so what's your problem with that role? But you ain't got a problem with Morgan Freeman driving Miss Daisy?
He ain't never seen that.
I have.
Well, he might think that's dang on Dr. Seuss green eggs and ham. I don't know.
Boy, you crazy.
Okay.
All right, so Django is number 4 on the list.
Django, right? Yes. Number 5.
But Jingle, man. Honestly, I haven't even been able to get through the movie. I've tried, and don't get me wrong, I like a good musical. Like I told y'all earlier, I like High School Musical, whatever.
Right.
But I just haven't been able to get through it. It's a lot going on.
Yeah, you're right.
Speaking of a lot going on, the reason why you probably haven't been able to get through Jingle Jangle is because of all the hoopla of Jeezy now going against Gucci in the verses.
Jeezy the Snowman.
Oh, snow cone. Oh, no.
Jeezy the Snowman.
Like I said before, man, I think with Jeezy, I can't really go against Jeezy, so I keep saying that it's gonna be for the culture. But Gucci, I think Gucci's gonna get this one. I think Gucci's gonna get it just off of the strength of Gucci has music that appeals to more people, a more broader audience. Like Jeezy is more of trappers. If you ain't trapping, or if you wasn't coming up when we was coming up, you're not gonna be a Jeezy fan. Gucci is still dropping hits till this day. So you got to think, you got the kids that are in school still listening to it.
The white girls love Gucci.
Right, I agree. I agree.
You think we went to upstate? Oh my god.
Listen, Jeezy got
That's Gucci.
My President is Black.
Right, I agree.
That's a classic, right?
I agree.
But the crazy part is, as much of a classic as My President is Black is the same much as Very Freaky Girl.
I agree.
Like, and that's crazy. And the white girls love that song too.
Yes, they do.
Very
But my
Freaky Girl.
so my thing is like with Jeezy, everyone knows that he's talking about trapping. I'm not no trapper, so I can relate to him in a different form. Jeezy can motivate me going to the gym, or if I want that new Benz, I want the new Benz. I'm thinking like I'm listening to Jeezy on my way to work, like, boy, it's coming soon. Gucci really don't do that for me. I'm not riding down the road listening to Gucci. I'm listening to Gucci in the club or some turn up music, but as far as just get my mind right, I'm listening to Jeezy.
Well,
that's what I'm going with.
Jeezy, I feel you on that, because Jeezy is going to motivate you outside of, because the thing is, being a hustler don't necessarily mean you got to be trapping.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I've been an educator for 7 years. I've been trapping knowledge for years.
Exactly. That's
You
what
know,
I'm
you
talking
just figuring out different ways to get your product out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's just a hustler's mentality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I felt like thug motivation was just motivation for anybody that was aspiring to do anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just gotta flip the words or the lyrics for your understanding, and that's how we listen to music. It's just like when I found out that Sam Smith was in the LBGTQ plus community.
Okay.
It threw me off, because I was like, well, I love Sam Smith. He sing it to a man. But then I had to think about it. When I'm listening to Sam Smith, I'm not thinking about a man.
Right.
You know?
Right,
it's just
right,
just like Whitney Houston.
And he doesn't put pronouns in it. No, it
I'm
would
not
be
a
more
woman.
like Luther.
Luther. Well, Luther. We didn't know who Luther was singing to.
He's singing to everybody.
Yeah, Luther was singing to everybody.
What you do about that?
But I'm saying though, like,
Luther
so
was
do you think? I know a lot of guys that
both of them. He was trying to appeal to everybody.
I know a lot of guys that grew up on that Jeezy and Gucci era, and I feel like a lot of guys that were actually out here trapping, that motivated them to go to another level. The guys that started off trapping, they're not really trapping no more. You know what I mean? I don't think Gucci really motivated too many guys on that level.
Taught you how to shoot people and look at
I seen a post on Facebook that was really almost very, very accurate. And they said, you go ahead and say it. That's exactly what I seen.
What?
It said Gucci is for, no, I'm sorry, Jeezy is for the hustlers and Gucci is for the addicts. You sit back and think about it, that's not necessarily true, but Gucci was kind of promoting popping pills and
lean.
As light as you may take it, I agree with you, but that drug culture expands beyond the black community and trapping. You see what I'm saying? So that's where those white girls, like you said, that love Gucci come into play. They like Adderall. You see what I'm saying? It's the drug, it's the culture, it's just what they're attracted to. And you might not agree with this. A lot of y'all might not agree with this actually, but really Gucci ain't nothing but a pop star. Like, he's elevated to the point to where he's
no
a pop star.
amateur.
Because the thing is, they idolize our culture. You see what I'm saying?
I agree.
So if they idolize our culture, and our culture is what's on the forefront of entertainment, Gucci is one of the top, right?
Right.
Why is he not a pop star? Why do you think Justin Bieber is trying to be a fucking rapper?
Gucci is a pop star and a movie star. He was in Spring Breakers.
He definitely
What?
is. Yes.
You never seen Spring Breakers
Never.
with the white girls?
Yes, I
And James
heard
Franco?
I didn't know that too.
Gucci and white girls is all around Snow Cone. It's about to be on and pop.
We gonna go Gucci hands down because he got a black wife.
Yeah.
Held him down.
I don't. No. I'm gonna let you give your point of view too. But my thing is with interracial dating, that's fine. Love who you love, just like LBG
plus.
QTU plus community. Y'all love who y'all love. I don't understand it, but it ain't for me to understand. It ain't for me to understand, right? So with a white and black relationship, I'm not gonna say that I don't understand that, but at the same time, with where we are in the world, what we see is trying to transpire right before our eyes. I don't see why we would go outside of our race when we need to be multiplying so we could get more black people to the fold. And the thing is, it ain't like we ain't already multiplying, because we got people out here 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kids, and they 23.
Right.
8 kids at 23.
I will say Jeannie is a person of color, though. But that's an even deeper argument, because the Asian community, they're just like outside of everything. They govern themselves.
Right.
You see the election, it was black, white, Hispanic. The Asian vote, nobody ever.
You know why?
You
don't
never
even
even
vote.
see them.
You know why?
Because they govern
Because
themselves.
They voted this year.
No matter who becomes president, they're gonna be okay.
They're
because
gonna
they stick
be
together.
okay. But that's another argument for another
Right.
day.
Well, the thing is, that's all about a mentality, because that's how they feel and that's how they think, even though they are probably
They
the
keep the
smallest
money within the
minority. But the thing is, why can't we think the same way?
That's all about.
Why can't we just sit there and say, I don't care who's the president, we gonna be all right?
I think the
First-
Asian community is a good community to go off of how we should maneuver.
Nah.
I agree.
The Jewish community is, because the Jewish community put force behind that, and I feel like we need to put force behind it. Just staying to ourselves and not doing nothing is cool and all, but that's going back to just praying and hoping that people get better. We can't hope that they get better no more.
So, with that being said, as a community, how can we want that, but we are promoting Gucci, Papa Bean, bite down? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Gucci changed his life now.
I understand that,
Okay.
but at a time, that's what we were going through. We're dealing with music, man. Is so strong. It's
Yeah.
such a strong.
It's what unites the races.
It does, and we enjoy music, and it has such a strong influence on our young generation. Where, man, it's probably kids nowadays that's doing stuff that we never done. I mean, I know kids back then when I was in 8th grade, 7th grade, 7th, 8th grade. People was smoking. That was the baddest drug at the time. Weed. Now you got kids now, man, like they're killing themselves, overdosing. I watched series oh my god, 6ix9ine. He got a new thing on
Hulu.
Yes. And I watched that, and it was like the most disturbing picture I watched. Like, you have a guy come in and manipulate a neighborhood of black people with liquor and drugs. And in the day, you got all these people locked up behind his ignorance. It goes back to 6ix9ine.
Oh yeah.
It goes back to our community, man. Like, I think black folks as a community, I'm an African American. I'm speaking on what I see as far as black folks want to be all in when it's convenient for us. That's not no part-time job. It's a full-time job.
So, all right, my question would be, are you a part of that full-time job?
I mean, I'm a teacher. I'm doing as much as I can.
So, no, I agree, man, and thank you for your service. But I'm just, because I'm listening to what you're saying, and it almost appears to me as though you're blaming Gucci for, just hear me out. Just hear me out. This is what I got from this.
Right.
So you started out with how Gucci's rapping about drugs and stuff like that, and I do understand that, you know, what a person says in their lyrics can influence people, right?
Right.
But the thing is, it depends on how much you're listening to, right? Because you listen to Boozy, correct?
Correct.
Boozy talk about a lot of ignorant stuff, whether it be drugs, fighting, shooting, whatever the case may be.
Correct.
And he does it very often, correct?
Right.
Are you going out here and shooting up stuff and popping pills and all of this stuff?
I'm not.
No.
Hey, no. All right.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
So, with that being said, it comes into a thought process that you have to have.
Right.
Or you got to be mentally strong.
Correct.
Because the thing is, you know what you're taking in, but you got to be mentally strong to know that you're doing that for entertainment.
Right.
are for the vibe that you're setting for yourself at the time. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I agree that it's kind of like Lil Baby said in his song. You know I rap about this and this, but now is the time for this. So the thing is, with what we can't look to is we can't look to rappers to be our saviors because they're not going to change.
Correct.
Let him answer.
We are 30 plus. Correct.
Thank you.
So we work with the youth with your basketball slam dunk, with you teaching. I'm at Bradford, but those kids can't really decipher the difference between us and 30 years old. I listen to NBA YoungBoy all morning, all day, all night, but I'm not gonna go out here and shoot a guy or do anything like that. You got some guys before they go to do a drive-by, they pumped up off of NBA YoungBoy and Rondo and Chief Keef, man. Like, this music is really driving kids insane, man. I
agree, but you a bigger Boosie fan than I am.
I mean, and you're from Charleston.
I'm a huge
Boosie fan.
So I know you are. I know you are a bigger fan than I am, and you probably know more songs than I do. But I tell you one thing: I started on Ghetto Stories, and Ghetto Stories came out when I was in high school. Shout out to Big Lies for putting me on it.
Right.
Big L.
Right.
In the circle. So what I'm saying is, at some point I was a young boy listening to that, and I still wasn't out there doing all of that.
Correct.
So the thing is,
it's a different generation.
When you were in high school, you didn't have social media.
True.
There wasn't the pressures of, and also you gotta think, your mother was a grown woman when she had you. That makes a difference.
That hit different.
When your parents be at least 30-something, 40, when you 15 at least, like, when you got a grown parent, you come from a grown house.
I agree.
You go right from home.
I
When
agree.
your mama 25 and you 50, like y'all listen to the same thing. My mother was not. My mother was listening to Patti LaBelle.
But this is the
was
thing,
listening
though.
to Uzi. So I knew that you can listen to this, but you won't act.
But think about this, right? That goes to, speaking on Boosie, that goes to him recently getting shot this past weekend.
Yeah, talk about it.
Him and
Benny
rest
the
in
Butcher,
peace, MO3.
Mo 3. Yeah.
That goes to the stuff that they're promoting on Instagram and what social media is, how big of an influence that has, man.
No. I mean, no, I agree, but at the same time, bro, what are we talking about here? We saying that Boosie got shot in Texas because he was on Instagram, and the only thing that I see Boosie talking about on Instagram, and I could be wrong, you a bigger fan than I am.
Right.
Boosie be getting girls to come on Instagram and twerk. Boosie be on Instagram trolling the Capitals. Boosie don't be out here on Instagram promoting nothing crazy to these young boys to go out here and do.
Right.
Mo 3 was his artist.
Right.
Mo 3 got killed in Houston. Boosie went down for the services. They thought Boosie came for retaliation. That's why they went after Boosie.
Yeah.
You said you started with Boosie from Ghetto Stories, and you know what life Boosie about.
Yeah.
Boosie don't. He talk about being about a certain life. So you coming down here, and your artist is recently killed on some craziness. That all is directly related.
No. I mean, understood. Totally understood. But Boosie getting shot. So my thing is, where did he get shot? I don't know the details.
In
behind
Houston.
it. I know in Houston.
On his leg.
On his leg.
Yes.
He's fine. I know all of that.
He's
But where?
He's diabetic though, bro. You're not sure.
No, he is fine. They said that in the article
Who
that
said
I
that?
read.
We haven't heard nothing from him. He might have to get. He could possibly have
See,
to
man,
get-
we ain't gonna talk about possibles.
Right,
What we gonna
yes,
talk
that's very
about
correct.
is
Go
the
ahead,
facts,
go
because that's what I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to ask questions to figure out the facts. Because Houston, all we saying is he got shot in Houston. You said he was
No,
supposed
Dallas. He got shot in Dallas.
Oh, excuse
Sorry,
me, Texas.
Let's just say Texas.
Texas, yeah. But he got shot, and he was supposed to be going to the services. Did he get shot at the services? Like,
I
what's
think it was after the wake.
fact.
Yeah.
He was able to go for the memorial. He went to the memorial
Right.
after the fact. His bulletproof truck got shot, and somehow the bullets got through the truck.
So this is my
But
thing.
also, Benny got shot the same weekend
In Houston, correct? In the
Stop.
in
Walmart.
Texas at Walmart,
Right.
and it was attempted robbery. Now you know how to
Stay out of
most
Houston.
rappers.
Hey,
Raven,
Raven,
have all
I
this
know
stuff
you big
on.
on the rap game, so do you think that there's a?
It's hunting season for these rappers.
That's what I'm asking.
It's hunting season out here, and everybody got to move safe.
I've also heard that several times though.
But the thing is, how is it hunting season for the rappers? It's the rappers killing the rappers. It was Quando Rondo crew that killed King Von. It was. We don't know who. We don't know who's behind this, but that's clearly related. Mo3 and Boozy are associated. So
I mean, there's some other rappers' names that are implicated in the Mo3 situation, but it's still hunting season regardless because those rappers that are implicated, they're not as big. We don't know their we don't know their music like that.
I'm also gonna tell you something, man. These rappers, man.
Everybody trying to come up.
These rappers live a lot different life than what you think they live, man. Like this rap game, man, is some real serious beef going on.
Okay.
I mean, think about your Boosie's coming down to pay respect for his artist, and he gets shot.
But the thing is, he came down to pay respect for his artist. But like Raven said, and I don't think this go back to social media. I think this go back to Boozy real life. I'm talking about real life instances. I'm talking about Boozy coming down to Charleston, South Carolina, getting into an altercation, coming back less than a month later for another performance. Everybody comes back and Boozy don't even perform. Boozy came there to fight.
Right.
So I don't think that's social media. I think that's Boozy's personality. I think that's who he is. I think no. Listen, I think that's who he is as far as he's shown who he is in his past. He's talked about the murders that he's committed allegedly. Boozy, I ain't say he commit no murders. All I'm saying is I listen to your music. Allegedly. We need that to just go across. So my thing is, if you talking all this Boozy badass nonsense and how you ride for your dogs and all of this stuff, and your artist just got killed,
right? And
now you're in Texas. First of all, your artist might have got killed, and I'm not putting this on you, Boozy. I'm just saying your artist might have got killed because you. Some beef. We don't know, and then, like I said, we not gonna put.
He was on other interviews saying that people had money in his head.
Who's Mo3?
In the city.
There's a lot of rap beef going on.
Why though? What was he doing?
There's a lot of rap beef going on in Dallas.
No, I'm just asking.
I'm just people he was a street guy.
There's several big time up and coming rappers and artists in Dallas that he was beefing with.
Who?
Yellow
Beezy, Trap Boy Freddy.
Yeah.
And I've read on several sources.
So you saying it's one of them?
Yes.
Allegedly.
How you know? Not saying it's one of them, it's one of their camps.
Yes.
Someone in their camp.
Okay. So with that being said, it go back to it ain't about no hunting season on these rappers. They getting in beef. They in beef.
The scariest.
It's hunting season on the black man. That's who it's hunting season.
The scariest thing I think.
Let's get to that. Since we gonna talk about hunting season, it's hunting season on the black man. Black men are out here being killed for no reason at all. We talking about people that's out here beefing with other people, whether it be for fans or somebody else or whatever. So don't get me wrong, it is sad, and I do feel for him. I do feel for his family. But the thing is, you sitting out here talking about people got money on your head, and you out here wilding, and you going to these different places. First of all, we quarantining. You should be inside. Rest his soul.
I agree.
Rest his soul. But if we talking real, but the thing
is correct.
And the thing is, we don't address stuff in the black community for what it is.
I agree.
It's just like anybody that would be in our respective families, if they doing whatever they doing, and everybody turning a blind eye to it, and then some stuff pop off, everybody want to be sad. But nobody tried to step in and stop the BS.
Well, you say that, but look at Meek now.
Right.
Meek put out he wanted to sign all the young Philly rappers if they would stop beefing, and now
he's banned.
They got money on Meek head.
But the thing is though, I bet Meek feel good about that though, because the thing is, if he go down for something like that, the black community will always love Meek. The black community loves Meek. Meek is for the black community. Meek done got out of jail, and he doing a whole lot of stuff behind the scenes that people don't even know about. So for that brother to go out there and tell them young knuckleheads that he's trying to do something for them, you know what them young knuckleheads need to do? They need to listen. But if they won't go and put money on his head, guess what? It'll be some black people dying. And the thing is, that's.
So what you just said, you said if he go out here and do that, and if he goes down, when you say he goes down, what were you referring to?
He's basically
if he could be a
martyr. If he did that, but it's not simple.
But it's sad that black people had to
do any of that. We're killing ourselves.
That's crazy to me, man. And that's why I was saying earlier about the Gucci stuff, like, man, we have certain people in the community when at certain times we all in uproar, but then we turn our heads to certain stuff, man. Like, we cannot be part-time for the black culture. You can't do that, man.
But we talking about Gucci and Jeezy. What do you mean? They're the same person.
Do
Both
you
of
know
them talking negative. You just interpreting Gucci different.
I do.
Let's not forget that he is
I was
talking
saying
about
that
travel.
Gucci come out straight with Papa Bean, Bite Down. You know how many people he probably really turned on to drugs like that?
It's not all of his songs, though.
It's not all of his songs, but majority of his songs are
of
talking about drugs. Jeezy is talking about maybe making money and get out of that avenue.
By travel.
He's motivating you to get money and to make a way. Me personally, I didn't get that perspective from Gucci.
You're not. Because he's a different type of rapper.
So, with you being said, you have saying you have somebody who's breaking down the black community, and you have someone who's uplifting the black community.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You have somebody
That's what I'm taking.
Somebody that could be interpreted as though he's uplifting the black community because you can interpret his music in a different way. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
So you can, the thing is, just like you say you 30 years old, so you can interpret it differently.
Right.
So the thing is, if they listening to Jeezy and they listening to what he talk about, Jeezy ain't talking about nothing no different than what Gucci talk about. It's just that Gucci stuff is highlighting drugs.
I agree. But now you have, instead of highlighting how to get money and how to turn a lifestyle around, now we got these young rappers, they're talking about going out here and killing people. They're not talking about getting money, man.
That's on them. You mad at Gucci because the young boys out here talking about killing people?
I'm telling you what the influence that music has on has on people.
Kids.
All right, we're gonna take a break. What? So, what you gonna do with that stimulus?
Santa, please be a stimulus.
Santa coming down the chimney with the Django stimulus check.
Oh. You know the church was on Twitter and Instagram calling him Trump Daddy.
Trump Daddy? Oh, no, I ain't calling him Daddy.
Thank you, Trump Daddy, for my check. Oh, Trump Daddy, thank you so much for the check.
Oh, no.
So I need Biden Poppy.
Biden Poppy.
Poppy Biden to come through with that second check, baby. Listen, they cut me a check.
Well, you know if Biden come through with it, it ain't coming through before Christmas.
I
so
know.
Santa coming down with some coals.
Listen, I can take a quick February trip.
Okay. Well, you ain't gonna be able to take that February trip. You know why? COVID.
No.
Well, you can, though. You can. You can be like a lot of people that just throw a mask on and say hop in the airport.
I mean, so I think if we get a second check, I'm gonna try to save half, and then.
So you going with 600? You going on your trip with 600? You lying?
No, I ain't going on no trip.
You just said you go.
I know you just remind me that COVID was still happening.
Okay, so what you gonna do?
It's gonna sound crazy. I want Versace though.
Okay, that don't sound crazy. That don't sound.
500 plus tax. That's my other 6.
If you gonna be at home, you might as well be comfortable.
I deserve nice things.
Zay can appreciate a robe. Zay be sitting around in the freaking robe with I'm not gonna say mascara because I know that's wrong.
What?
But the stuff that go on your face.
Oh,
and he talking about, yeah. Tell him, Zay. Tell him.
Self-care, baby.
Yes.
Self-care.
He's on the mask.
But I'll tell you one thing.
If
I get that stimulus, I going down to Atlanta and holler at Coach Reese. I going to get me some lemon pepper Lou wings and
the Lou Williams?
Oh yeah, and whatever else I got left over. Oh, it's on the floor at Magic City.
Wait.
It's on the floor at Magic City.
You could spend $1,200 in Atlanta just like that?
Shit, man,
to go see Coach Reese and get wings?
Well,
you gonna be going?
Well, if we
Magic
just get
City?
well. That ain't the smartest thing, but the thing is, a lot of people won't even say that they gonna do it.
We're not talking about being smart. We're talking about the ignorance of this extra money.
Yeah.
So, my question is, since I can't go on my trip, are the girls at Magic still worth it? Like, what is the caliber of the stripper now post COVID, or
so
has it changed?
So what I would say is Atlanta is more of a culture. It's kind of like when in Rome, do as the Romans do type thing.
But
because
even if the girls don't look good?
well, the thing is, all of them made up, and I've never been a fan of that. You know, so I mean,
But
I'm
you
more
be in the
so.
club with glasses on anyway, so you can't see because you be slipping.
I really need my glasses on now. I need.
I'm
my
talking about
glasses on.
sunglasses.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
I
okay.
need my sunglasses on now because I'm on this Uncle Shannon over here.
No, that's that Betty's Ford. Banshee? What is it?
No, Betty's Ford Breeze.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm
I heard
telling
they had
you.
Banshees off the Ford. I don't know.
No,
My bad.
no. It's just a little stink to be. It's okay. It's okay. That's what the pickle juice is. That's what pickle juice is. I'm telling you. And you know what? Actually, I recant that statement. I would not go to Atlanta with that COVID-infested place.
Oh, man.
Oh, excuse me. I shouldn't have said that, but that's the truth. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and buy me a whole bunch of pickle juice. A whole bunch of, I'm not going to say that bottle name, the brown one, right, that you mix with this, and some lemonade. So I can have me a year supply of the Betty's Ford Breeze.
Boy,
The
Betty's
Ford
Ford
Breeze.
I'm telling you.
I'm gonna have them redirect your check.
No, man.
If there was ever a person that didn't deserve a check, it would be you. That's what you gonna say.
when they gentrification.
At least I'm trying to save half mine.
With this
He gonna buy the
gentrification.
brown stuff, some pickle juice, and
Yes.
some lemonade for a year supply.
And let me tell you why I got to do that.
Why?
Because they gentrifying the Ford,
Right.
and I gotta savor the taste of that pee. Cause it's gonna be going. You gonna be riding down the Ford, and they gonna smell good, and I'm gonna be
It
mad.
don't have a little tinge of pee. It ain't good.
It ain't right.
Yeah, man. Listen. I went to Johnson C. Smith University. I'm a Betty's Ford baby. Ooh. I've been all up on West Trade, Betty's Ford. You see what I'm saying?
Stop it.
So the thing
Is
is,
that Brittle Hall?
yo, not brittle. It is Biddle Hall.
Oh, I put
We
a
used to
R.
be Biddle University. All right, don't hate.
Puppy.
Congratulations. Y'all wouldn't understand that because y'all from PWI.
Upstate.
all
Best
about
school in the
you.
upstate.
It's all about you.
Hey, and even in that, we are one better.
Right.
HBCU.
I hear you. Who's
We are a
HBCU?
PW.
Who's HBCU?
VCU.
Who's HBCU?
Oh, no.
We was in
Oh, no.
PWIBU.
I don't see that in any of the books. That
He
must
said
be in the Urban Dictionary.
PWIBU.
That must be in the Urban Dictionary.
PWIHBC.
What I say?
It's
Bird.
No.
The bird.
in Sparkle City.
The first and only one.
Well, Johnson C. Smith is in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Right.
Yeah. Our school is good. They created some greatness.
That's okay. No, we you know what I'm saying? We are the greatness of Smith,
Yeah.
though. So that's the
We ain't
great
had no
thing
Betty's
about all of
or
that.
Breeze.
Got it balls.
We had
The
211s.
Oh,
We didn't have no
got
Betty's
balls.
or Breeze. We
That
had
explains
211s.
a lot.
Got it balls.
We had 4 locals, and we had heaven and hell parties.
Yeah, that's what
Where
we
people
did,
would
man.
fully take
Yeah.
over people's apartments.
Oh no! Now, one thing I will say about USC Upstate is USC Upstate got a whole lot of partying and having sex. That's all y'all did at USC Upstate. I never heard y'all say anything about education. When I went to USC
I
to
got
party,
my paperwork.
there would be one person doing work.
Me.
USC Upstate.
You come on the
I
weekend
was
though.
doing my work.
He would come on the weekend.
When you think I was going to USC? On the weekend? Oh, never mind. USC got them parties where they only got wine and beer and stuff.
Oh man, I'm doing a boy like that. Big shot.
My bad.
I was doing my work,
My bad.
and I was working at Foot Action.
The plug.
Hey,
was
the
definitely
The plug.
the
Plug.
Y'all was talking about a trap star.
The original. The one and only.
Show up to the parties in the Foot
TRA.
Action.
So we talked about the ignorance with the chick, right? Well, let's talk about the ignorance of these
Caucasians.
I'm not even gonna say Caucasians because there are some black folks out there. They know who they are, and they are Trump supporters as well. So Trump supporters had a MAGA Million Man March rally.
Don't you put the man in it?
Well, that's what they said. That's what they said.
They're not even original.
Well, the thing is, it's so crazy because you didn't even have 1 million people. You had 10,000.
Right.
10,000 ignorant people that showed up, and they don't even know why they protested.
Well,
they
Black
trying to make
Lives
America
Matter
great
way,
again.
Because that street is still named that.
It is. It is. And they also injured
They did.
some counter protesters that were Black Lives Matter, and they were females.
Wow,
And it was a male. I saw the video and it infuriated me because I knew a big fella came to Big Shot. Yeah. Come on, man.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Come on, man. Macho Man Randy Savage. 2 claps to the. Woo! I'm telling
But
you,
know what,
man.
I think that
Shout out to Ric
that
Flair,
march is
wherever you
very
are.
good.
Ric Flair, hold it down.
I think that march is very good because it opens our mindset.
Whoa, wait, what?
Yes.
Which march?
The
march-
MAGA?
Yes.
Okay,
Because
I'm in here
Let that man
now.
speak.
Oh, listen,
Because-
let that man speak.
Because it lets you know, no matter what we do, we can get out and vote. We can get out here and do this and do that. We still, it's bigger than us, man. Like, we still have a lot to work on, man. Like that right there, really, to me, the MAGA, whatever. I didn't keep up with it, but whatever it was, it just shows you why the black community should.
Well, I'm gonna stop you right there. Because you no. Let me tell you why I gotta stop you. Because you ain't keep up with that, and I gotta save your face for the black community because I know your heart, I know your mind, and the thing is, I'm gonna let you finish, but I just want you to understand what they were protesting against. They were protesting against Donald Trump, not. They felt that he won the election, and they're still trying to make America great again by keeping black people in their place. So I agree with you in the standpoint of we have a whole lot that we need to work on as a people.
Right.
But the thing is, I don't need you to give me a MAGA Million Man March that got 10,000 people. You can't even be original enough to make up your own name, bro.
It's true. But let's go besides the name. I think that shows you it's 10,000 people out here that's, no matter how devilish you think Donald Trump is, there's people that's really riding this man's coattail.
Oh, it's more than 10,000.
Yeah, that just showed up.
But just speaking on the 10,000 that showed up during a pandemic, after the election has
shows
been.
that these people really hate us.
Right.
And the nation is truly divided,
And
like Obama said.
you went to right where I want you to go to because it shows that as a black community we need to stick together. Right now is the time for us to stick together.
Yes.
Yes, indeed, we went out and voted. We did that. It's way deeper than that, man. It's so much deeper than that because you have people that really hate us because of why. We don't know. There's no reason for them to hate
We're
us.
too black and too strong, we're too militant.
There is a reason.
They don't understand how we can still prevail after they try to just shut us down.
400 years.
400 years of trying to keep
I
us
agree.
down,
I agree.
and yet still we rise.
I agree.
Still we rise, and we cannot be stopped. We don't die. We multiply.
Whole lot of sexing going on.
Right.
It is. But the thing is, I agree with all that because at the end of the day, I don't care what.
Splash of pee.
Ladies for it. But the thing is, what you have to understand is, I agree with everything you're saying, but I just cannot agree with the fact that we needed for them once again to show their true colors. We know who they are.
Right.
So
after these 4 years, we know who they are.
So
Right.
the thing is, and everybody keeps saying that, it's not enough, and true indeed. But at some point, we got to start giving ourselves credit because there's too much negativity in the black community. And the thing is, when we even see good happening, as a whole, we still, and I do it myself, we still look at the negative because we know how far we are behind or how far they've set us behind, or as the Honorable Louis Farrakhan would say, how long they've had their foot on our necks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We know that. So what I'm saying is, and this is just my point of view in regards to that, I don't need you to remind me that you got your foot on my neck.
Right.
I already seen a person get a position over me and weren't qualified as much as I was. I done seen a black man get killed, murdered by the police on camera.
Right.
Too many times.
And people still have questions. So I don't need you to give me a MAGA march for us to come together. But I do agree, this is the time.
I feel
but
like
we got to give ourselves credit, and I think that black people, shout out to y'all, man. They said that we didn't go to the polls and vote. We did. They said that we can't come together and do things we are. Black people, shout out to us. We gotta give ourselves a pat on the back every once in a while. But like he said, let's toast to that. We gotta give ourselves a pat on the back.
Shout out to Georgia.
Put your glass up.
First time in 28 years.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
In 28 years.
Shout out to Georgia. Shout out to the Black Wakanda. Shout out to Coach Reese.
Shout out to Pennsylvania. Shout out to Philly.
Blue mean black, right?
Make sure you look at everybody's eyes. You don't want no bad sex. Let's go.
7 years bad sex if you don't look each other in the eyes. Just to put that out.
And while we on that subject, let's go ahead into Georgia. Let's talk about Georgia. Let's talk about how we got this re-election.
Each other for years.
Kill that.
Wow.
Let's kill that.
Like GYBU days.
That's what Shy said.
Because Jessica, Brent, like
I told you.
we go back, but we never had like.
Yeah. But
if somebody be like, do you know like Rashad, you know whatever, I'd be like, yeah, I know him. And I think if somebody would be like, you know Raven, for instance, he would be like, yeah, I know her. But
Raven, I know you so well for a long time. I didn't know your last name. I thought Francis was like your middle name. I'm like,
Francis.
I'm like, no, nigga. I'm like, come on, Raven, come on, I Raven. I could see you, I Raven. I'm like, I Raven, yeah, I Raven, yeah.
Let me down, G.
Nigga, yeah, nigga, no, nigga. You know, can I know, nigga? I'm talking about I Raven. I'm talking about Raven Francis, no, nigga.
My middle name is some other shit.
No, nigga.
Now I want to know.
Shaquan Delisha.
Well, welcome back to Bar Live, and we're here, and we have Ask the Bar. It's been getting
Double cut me, shawty.
interesting. So we just gonna jump right into it.
What do we have this week?
This week, the question is, how does a woman shoot her shot at the bar?
Good God. Oh,
I am not a woman, so I probably am not equipped to answer that, but we will get to that. Are you a woman?
With all that hair on that face?
All right, so the lady of the bar, take it away.
Ooh, no pressure. How would I shoot my shot at the bar? All right, I think for me, and you guys know me, my personality, I don't meet no strangers. I'm kind of a social butterfly. So if I'm at the bar, in which I do just go to the bar by myself, I will go to a restaurant by myself. I'm an only child, so being by myself makes no matter to me. I like just being out and about by myself.
right.
But at the bar, if I'm literally trying to shoot a shot, I might just be like, ask him like, what are you drinking? And hopefully the fact that I'm talking to the man shows him that I'm interested.
Yeah.
The fact that I just brought up general conversation, like if we weren't speaking at all, I'm like, oh, hey, what is that drink or whatever? Then he would catch the hint or the alley-oop and go from there.
Terrible.
Now, I'm not going to do too much because, like, come on, it's not on me, but...
But see, I think it's good because...
I'll give the alley-oop. I'm never against giving the alley-oop, but you got to follow through. Like Jay said, you got to finish your breakfast. Listen, if I put it up, you got to throw it down.
This is my thing. This is my thing, though. And I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Do women just speak to men?
Y'all lines be fucking blurred as a
Exactly.
motherfucker,
So if a
though.
woman just speaks to you,
Y'all can't read.
That does not mean.
The thing is, sometimes, but the thing is with men, it is that black and white. But we find ourselves thinking, what is she thinking? Because you guys are so complex. And it's a good thing, but it's a bad thing at the same time. Because as easy as it is for a man to say, all right, Shad, I'm putting this alley-oop up for you without saying anything. It's kind of like that. It's weird men chemistry of, oh, I see what you're doing here. But if a female is to just talk, it's like, all right, this is out of the ordinary.
Exactly.
But
so I'm throwing rhythm. Catch it and throw it back.
but
Like I'm
Wing me.
I put
Ain't
it
that
out
deep.
there.
Wing
so the lady name is what? Pam Long. Pam Long put it out there, and she got a ring on it and everything, and she still called rape. I'm nervous. The Me Too movement is real.
I'm scared.
The Me Too movement is real.
I'm scared.
I'm just saying. The thing is, you might be putting those hints out there, and I may be thinking I'm going for the ooh. You throwing alley oop means I'm about to slam dunk. See, but your alley exactly, and that's the complex. That's the complexity of a woman. See.
The complexity
Some
of a
women,
woman is
'cause
the
I'm slam
fractness
dunking
of a
too,
man.
nigga.
Because if I'm throwing my
listening.
alley-oop up, at least
Let's not doing
let's
that.
have conversation. If you're a man worth any grain of salt, then we'll transition to somewhere else, maybe deeper down the bar where it's less noise. You might offer me a drink, or hell, shit, I got money, nigga. I might offer you a drink. Oh, so let's go. Like if the vibe is there, now we're all 30 plus.
Right.
Different vibe. True.
So if the night transitions to the slam dunk, then the night transitions to the slam dunk. But the goal initially is not the slam dunk. The goal is, I think you kind of fly. What's up?
Well, guess what I'm
But
thinking?
I ain't with
You
her on
trying
that
to get
one.
me drunk. You trying to take
we at
advantage
the
of me.
bar together
You
though.
don't even gotta do all that.
We
You ain't
at the
gotta take
bar
advantage of me.
together, though.
You ain't gotta take advantage.
But my thing is,
We all at the bar.
But my
And
thing
guess what?
What?
Okay.
I'm not with you on that one. I'm going
hold
for
up.
slam
So
dunk.
you about to comment with your thing. So my question is, why are you at the bar? What are you doing at the bar?
at the age I'm at now, I go to the bar just to hang with my boys. Correct?
True.
Let's say
Do you
a
act like
female
that? Do you be
may
looking?
come to the bar. You don't know what they're on. I could be leaving the bar on. My girl may just work with me. I may go to the bar just to have a drink. So my thing is, a female can go to the bar. She may just left a breakup. She want to go out and have drinks by herself. So with what Raven just not said, that's the ideal
Situation.
yes,
I get that.
of how a female approaches a man.
Yeah.
So she may not be looking for the alley oop. You feel me? She may not be going
I
for
want
that.
the nice
But you may
finesse.
have some
I want the
females.
Vince Carter arm in the rim.
If he putting his arm in the room, boy, you a wild boy. You a wild boy.
But you may have.
Just
But
yet.
check this. You may have some females that came out. Let's keep it real. You may have some females that boyfriend done them wrong. They just got caught on some shit. They may come out to the bar to get their arm.
Slam dunk.
So how do we differentiate between the different?
and the thing is-
Conversation.
Oh, okay, but the
Boom,
thing
boom.
is, the thing is,
Conversation.
true indeed. But the thing is, you're at the bar by yourself. We're at the bar as a tangent. We came to the bar together.
The nigga I chose up.
But the thing is, the nigga that you chose up, he's in the same vibe as the other guy.
Right.
I don't care about your guys. If I chose up, I chose you.
Okay.
So
if you chose,
you know, like, if you see the vibe, all right, brothers, I'm gonna see y'all later. Da 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 da. Even
Hold
then,
up,
I'm not
time
gonna
out.
hold you from your friends. Get my information.
You say sit down. You tell me to tell my homeboys I'm gonna see them later.
Come talk to me
now
real
this
quick.
is arm in the rep real quick.
No.
No.
I'm respecting
you later.
I'm respecting what she's saying.
Real quick. I'm not gonna hold you because I'm probably with my girl's arm. I'm doing me. But I like what I see, so I'm gonna try it.
Right. I
It's
respect
on you
that.
to catch it. If you don't catch it, then all right, on to the
If
next.
the vibe good, she throw it, she catch it.
If I throw it, you gotta catch it.
Right.
But if you don't catch it,
If you're at the bar and you're talking, you're gonna have a conversation. You're gonna exchange info. So when you leave, if she want to arm it up, if she want to goddamn
then
arm
it's the
it up,
sneaky
she
link
gonna see.
So
later.
this is my thing.
Yeah.
This is my question though. Because I agree with you on that.
Do you?
But I know. But my real talk though, with the simplicity of a man, right?
Y'all all
with the
simple.
simplicity of a man. You want, so y'all want us to be the
We want
aggressor.
y'all to catch hints.
You know, no. But the thing is, why can't we throw out hints? You want us to go out and throw out the hint, and so the thing is, my thing is, ladies, what I would say is, if you try to catch the attention of a young lad at the bar,
A young what?
a young lad,
I like that.
right? Because we got to treat ourselves as gentlemen, right?
Yes.
What I would suggest you do is, you don't worry about all that other stuff. What you need to do is, you just ask the bartender, what is he drinking? Send him a shot on me.
Girls don't got that much game.
They ain't got that much game because they rely on us.
Girls don't got that much game.
They rely on us.
Never
But the
met
thing
one
is-
that was that smooth.
The thing is, all women are not the same.
No, they missed
some,
it.
Some may
Y'all
have
never
that
see
game,
me at the
but not
bar.
by
They
the
missed
masses.
My game.
It's
Hey,
been
man.
I probably had one woman
Second of
put
all,
game on me. I was like,
second
All
of
right.
all, when we to be that direct,
Right.
men don't even know how to take it. That's another thing, cause y'all want to.
because it's so rare.
Y'all want to be. And
You
then
know what
do it,
happens.
And you sitting there looking stupid. I send you the shot, and then you don't even come up. So now I'm looking like it's all about the vulnerability of it.
So the thing
It's
is,
rare.
the
We don't
thing
know what it is.
Or
We
they
don't
start
recognize
thinking
it.
with the wrong head.
At this point,
We always think with the wrong head.
Exactly
You
the
already knew
point.
that.
That's
At
the
this
problem.
point, yes,
you know
we are
that.
thinking. Let's be honest. Yes, we are thinking with the wrong hand.
Basically.
'Cause now we
You
at
already
the
knew
bar,
that.
and we've been drinking, and now she done send me a shot. She must want me. Actually, she wants me.
Yeah,
slammed
definitely.
out. She trying to get
But you don't play the game right.
So my thing
Arm
is
in
now
the
you
rim,
want me
but
to
you don't
do-
play the game right.
Change context.
Now you want me to
Y'all stop
differentiate.
thinking and you start
Now you want me to
thinking.
differentiate between, are you trying to get me in bed, or are you trying? No. Because hear
Both.
me out. Because
It's
hear me
real.
out.
That's what I'm saying too. Though.
Now we know you, but I'm just talking about
Yeah.
and
The female
but
that's
you can't
doing
go off
that
what you're
is
promoting.
about a life.
why you can't go off of what you promoting? Because if you at the bar, listen, we done been to the bar with Raven.
Right.
When Raven at the bar, Raven ain't got everything all the way out.
I
She
agree.
might dang go
Very
have a
conservative.
little whatever, little
looking
dress,
just like this.
little dress, or whatever. But depending
Little Bow Wow.
on where we at, depending on
Just
where we
don't
at.
know. Long hair don't care. Man.
Yeah, nah, you can throw that for the camera, but we done seen you at the all black parties and stuff when you put on your dresses.
Fly.
So the thing is, you can still keep it classy and still give the man something to wonder about, and a lot of females can do that.
Yes.
But then you also have those ones, and I'm not saying that. Let's understand. I'm not saying that this invites themselves to us, but this is just what we thinking because we so simple, right?
So simple.
You're half naked.
Okay.
You're
Now you're finally putting in
promoting-
context, Sean.
Yeah, so you're promoting sexuality.
I
In
agree.
my mind, when I hear we're at the bar, I'm thinking it's football Sunday.
Yeah.
So we at Slate,
Agreed.
and I see you. I'm not thinking, oh, I'm at the bar, everything out, so it's hunting season. I'm thinking a casual. We're at the bar. It's Thursday night. If
Right.
we end
Thursday
up at
nights get hot
Duckworth.
too.
If we end up at Duckworth or something chill, then you're covered. But you're like, okay, I
But
like
see,
what I see.
Raven,
So
I've been knowing you for a very long
Try.
time. My thing is like a lot of women, no, not to the women how they move, but a lot of women are not moving like you.
Yeah.
You have a lot to offer, and you are.
cry.
No, I'm
Perspective.
being real. I'm being very
Perspective.
honest. Like I've seen girls
Yeah.
with way less to offer, and they're moving like they're up here. They're making the guys chase them. You know what I'm saying? Like you.
I'm not chasing a man,
No, I'm not saying you're chasing the guy.
but I'll go after
I
one.
think the girl that he's talking about. Let you finish. I think the girl that he's talking about is
No.
the girl. Just hear me out.
Go ahead.
I think the girl that you're talking about is the girl that is finding every VIP section, and that's what she's on, and she's not offering a drink at the bar.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? She's
And
trying to
has
figure
way
out how.
less to offer.
Yeah.
Correct. Like Raven, she has a lot to offer. If you meet her, she's gonna meet you halfway, but she's making the initial contact. Let's just say a couple times. So with that being said,
I'm gonna try once.
You know what you.
no. I'm sorry.
You said that earlier.
I might say that.
I'm gonna try once. If
It
you
might-
don't catch it,
Correct.
We ain't throwing that hoop no more.
A lot
We don't do that
but
play
think
no
about
more.
it, though, it's not too many going out and me seeing how people interact, not too many females that's on your level doing that. You have a lot to offer. And a lot of guys, they're not gonna expect for a female to do that with what you have to offer.
I agree with that, but I do think that a lot of females have a lot more to offer than what they think.
I agree.
And
Well,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so you can have someone out there that has a lot to offer. But the thing is, when they at the bar or whatever, they don't have another mindset of, I'm moving different in this mindset as well. They revert back to the mindset of all of us when we was going to the club. Have a good time, get as much free drinks as you can, whatever. So that's why they're going into the sections and stuff. But they really can do it for themselves. Like Raven said, I can do my own. You know what I'm saying? I can get your drink. You know what I'm saying?
Like, so here's the thing. When women are at the bar, please believe, if it is just for the casual, like I'm watching football, I'm doing whatever, we're at the bar, we're going because we know men are gonna be there. Like, we're not oblivious to it.
Ooh,
so I'm just gonna put that out there. Like, we're not oblivious that men are gonna be at the bar. But in today's age, I do realize Me Too is very real. Brothers is scared. But people don't like, it's not the 80s, 70s, and 60s no more. Like, it's not coming up to you, hey, what's your name, what's your sign, how you doing, where you from? You know, it's not a stylistic song anymore. So that type of direct approach doesn't happen. So you go because no man is gonna come knocking at the door, quote unquote. So you gotta put yourself out there at least, right? So you go hoping, if that's what type of time you're on. Not to say every time you go to the bar, you go out, you're looking for a man or whatever.
Right.
But if that's the type of time when you go and you think maybe somebody, and if they don't, okay, well, I'm here, so let me just try. Or it ain't nothing wrong with trying. I'm not trying to chase a man, but if I am going to shoot my shot, I'm gonna be like, what's up, what you got in your cup, and hopefully.
A lot of your
and I'm gonna like 2 of your Instagram posts.
The problem is a lot of your counterparts, they on colored people time. They ain't on regular people time.
What?
Yeah, no. See, you were talking about being, if that's what type of time you on. And the thing is, you know, you got men that's on regular time. They like, you know what? This is what time I'm on. This is what I'm doing at the bar. This is my mindset. You got a female, she might be feeling the dude, and she might try to act like she ain't feeling it. Like, what are we doing here? What game is this?
Oh, well, see, no, I'm 31, so life is real.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put that out there.
It's
like,
some 40-year-olds out there doing that.
Not that I'm like stressing anything, but like, I don't have time for.
And that goes back. That goes back to the question I was about to ask.
Then it is what it is.
That goes back to the question I was about to ask. We're in the city.
Yeah.
We're in Charlotte, so we have a lot of people that's following us. That's from South Carolina. That's from the Low Country. That's from the upstate of South Carolina. The demographics is a lot different. The club scene is a lot different. You know, you have females that goes in, they get dressed up, they go to the bar, and if a gentleman is trying to buy them a drink, they get them cold shoulder. Like, oh, how do you?
Well, now if the girl don't like you.
I mean, that's another thing.
That's not. No,
You might not be the best choice.
I know what you're saying.
Woman shoot.
Maybe
No, that's not.
Maybe it's the other friend I'm looking at.
As far as
My bad.
they don't know what the.
What
No,
type of time
I'm a country guy, so I might have a guy. Even me personally, I used to go to the bar back in the day when I was 21, 22. I might go to the bar with some shorts on with some grass stained shoes that I just got through cutting grass with that. I'm like, oh man, I just got through cutting grass. I'm going to the bar to get me a drink. I may roll on the female back then, and they look at me like I ain't worth a damn.
Well, that's you shooting your shot. And the thing is, you got to be prepared when you shooting your shot, because we already established that we got to be 10 times better than the female. We got to be 30 times better than the white male. And it's just hard out here for the black man. And you know, sometimes we at the bar, and the thing is, you shoot
grass stained shoes.
You know,
trying to talk to no girl.
But the thing is, he's not trying to talk to the girl. He with the grass stain and all of that. But guess what you doing? You trying to shove a dang on drink down here. And he like, She asked me what I'm drinking. I got my drink and I'm mad from my day. I'm just saying. That's how people be. If he in the bar with the grass stained pants, oh, he's angry. He didn't care. He didn't care. That's all I'm saying. My bad.
You know what it is?
My bad.
I just got off of work.
He went to the local neighborhood spot.
I just got off of work.
Yeah.
From working from 7.
Sun up to sundown.
Oh, no, I got you.
I'm gonna get me a beer.
You a hardworking man.
I come and holler at a female, and guess what she doing?
You went back to you hauling at the
She's at the bar drinking because she's stressing about buying his PS5. God, it's not working.
Oh man, you went straight light skin on
I
that.
just want to shout out to the big guy.
What we gonna do?
For
Where we at with
saving me
it?
from having to buy that PS5. Because
Where we at with
I
it?
have my name on that wait list.
Oh, Lord.
Where we at with it?
Well, ladies, let me tell you how I think you should really shoot your shot, right? If you
Go ahead. How should we do it?
If you really want that guy, you
Say,
go up and
what's
you
up
look
with
him
that?
square in his face, and you let him know, I want you.
No.
It's plain and simple.
No.
Plain and simple.
No.
Why not?
Because the first thing y'all gonna do is.
Why is that
That's
not
not
cute?
cute.
Why is that not
Juice
cute?
boy.
There's no mystery in that.
Why do we need mystery? And I think
Because-
that's the disconnect between the male and the female.
No,
Because y'all want mystery
It's a
and we
natural
want.
double standard. It is a natural
True.
double standard.
But still
listen, I want the man to be the man. Like, of course, the man is supposed to find it. You find a wife, you find a good thing, da 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 da. All of that. This man's supposed to approach you because then he will. But all of that. But to be that direct, and I don't know you. I just think you're attractive, or I like your style. For me to be like, I want you. That level of vulnerability of not even knowing somebody
Yeah.
is crazy to
So
ask.
what's the?
Men are crazy enough to do that to women because
Me
they
being
be half drunk
a
when they say
guy.
it.
So the thing is.
It don't even really mean
the
they
thing
want
is-
their bodies. They don't want them.
Yeah,
They
me-
want
me-
women.
Ooh,
That
Boom.
that come with it.
Boom.
I mean,
You
real
at the
though.
Boom.
You at the
Exactly.
home.
I don't know you.
I know that.
Well, you said the wrong thing. You should have said, I want your body.
No.
I'll tell you that
Yeah,
too.
that's
For me
exactly.
saying-
Hold up, but you want me to be a gentleman, right? You want me to be a gentleman?
But you're not really a gentleman. You're a
want me to
dog.
do you want me to be a gentleman or not? Because at this point, all I'm saying is, when I say I want you, I'm saying the physical attraction, what I've seen is what I like. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like and that's what I want. That's when you go in a store, you don't go and you read everything first. The first thing that's going to attract you to that toy, not saying that woman,
That package.
Yeah, that's
but,
what
you
you're
know,
saying.
if you 50 Shades of Grey and stuff, and you keeping things exciting, it might end up being something like that. But we ain't even. That's another time.
But it's all about
But-
conversation.
But you talk about the conversation, but why can't a
Because
female say that is what I want? But the thing is, when it's time for y'all to be independent, or it's time for y'all to say, oh, I can pay my own bills, I can do all of this. Why can't you say that I'm the one that's gonna choose this man, and I'm not gonna give him no playing no games. I'm gonna let him know I want you. What are you trying to do? Me meaning that I want you doesn't mean that I want to have sex with you right now. But when
That doesn't mean
if we get further down this bar, this bar might shake. But the thing is, all I'm saying is, I like what I see.
No, I'm laughing.
I want to have conversation. I want to know what else is going on. But if we get further down this bar in the next 30 minutes, before 30 years, we can go ahead and do that right now because that's what's going on. Because y'all got OnlyFans and all that stuff. You can't fool me. Y'all having sex. Y'all having sex.
Quick question.
You put a whole bunch of shit into one thing, and you're not gonna go ahead, man. Cause I ain't gonna let him get away with
Thanksgiving casserole right there. Roll it all up. Get a quick loaf.
You try to fast talk, get a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I'm not gonna let you do that.
If a female comes to you in the bar, you at the bar right now, walk by, I want you. You tell me what's on your mind first.
This girl crazy.
He moving.
No, you're like.
No, he up more. He's like,
really?
me, I'm
anybody.
Men will respond to that.
But the thing is,
Yes.
that's a single man.
Not on the level where
I promise you he would. promise you.
That's that type of
females. That is
that's
not
that
how
type
you
of
should
aggressive
move.
we like. We like that straightforward.
No.
For real, so if I text that shit right now,
What are we looking for? A relationship or?
So let's go back to context. Let's
I'm
go
about
back to
to test
context,
the theory.
right? Because you're taking it out of context. Like I said, just because I said that I want you, don't mean that's from a man's point of view. But the female, it depends on how you delivering it and what you gonna roll out after it.
If
If you gonna roll to
you
the
with sexual.
nah,
If female say come at me,
If she's that aggressive with you in that capacity,
we got the bar full. We got
That's
beer.
gonna
We got
be-
beer bottles, and she come up and
that's
say,
gonna be sexual.
"I want to." I'm not looking at her like no.
So what should she say
Like,
if
no,
she wants
baby,
to
no.
go?
I'm not looking at her like no
No,
wifey.
baby.
That's not no.
But the
That's not
thing
no
is-
girlfriend.
But the thing is,
Could be.
why are we
Could be.
going around it? Why are we
Hoes
going
make the
around
best
it?
housewives.
Why are we going around it? Why we said that women are
They do.
direct, right?
But I'm saying no.
Women are
on
direct,
this
right?
point, like
women aren't direct when
And
it
that's
comes
the
to shooting their
problem.
shot.
That's the problem.
women,
That's the problem.
Women do not need to be.
That's
that
why
direct.
people be.
No,
That's,
Sir,
but
women
listen
do not
though.
need to be that direct.
no, they do
But,
not need to be like that.
but listen though, this is the thing though. If they're not being direct, then you have guys out here in the guessing game, and that's why people be they was cool in school, and they had to wait dang on 10, 15 years after college after high school or college even to decide that they want to be together because they've been playing so many games and it's been indirect.
I
And the
understand
thing
what you're
is,
saying.
maybe
That's just letting the love
thing
marinate.
but the thing is, that's my point of view as far as saying that I want you.
It's growing.
But I want to know really what should a female say at that point, because the thing is, I don't think that it should be a game. I think at some point with the alley oop, it's a game because at that point you gotta hope that he catches it because
Right.
he might be oblivious and then
'Cause
start
he
talking
drunk.
about Django.
Wait a minute. Men are very. Let me tell you about.
You like Django?
Come on, booty tag.
My thing is, my perspective on that. If a woman comes
5
to you,
seconds later.
if a woman comes to you on that, me personally,
You're
I
not
don't
gonna
want
receive
that,
it.
man.
Yeah, you don't. Like
Depends where you're at in life. If you just don't, if you're 31, you still just wanna. If you mature late, you
Y'all
might
niggas
still
like
want
that
that. But if
word.
you're 32, 33, and you on some shit like you really, I'm tired of in the streets, dude. I want me a girl.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna really respect that girl to come up and be like, "Well, I want you." You
Nah,
know,
that's
like shit.
respect.
Man, go
Okay.
ahead, go
Look,
So
ahead.
we
check
gonna
this
wrap
out,
this
though.
up with the final thought right here. This is what I'm gonna say as far as the simplicity of a man and the complexity of a woman
Okay.
when having this conversation at the bar, right? Because what you automatically took and what you guys automatically took was, I want you as sexual,
Yeah, I did.
right?
I did.
But the thing is, in the simplicity of a man, if I'm making it simple and I'm getting straight to the point, that's what I'm gonna say. But the thing is, as a female, if you want that man, and this is just from my point of view, this is not factual, but you know, in Shaw's world, it is factual. So in my mind, but I know it's not factual. But real talk, if you want that guy, you need to figure out what way to articulate yourself to say that you want him without giving off whole vibes.
Women don't like rejection.
Hoes make the world goes round.
Well, the thing is, you
Keep
think
them
the
hoes
thing is,
coming.
and true indeed,
No,
women do not like
either.
rejection. But guess what? Men don't like rejection either.
So the thing is, you have. The real final thought is, ladies and men.
She want the Jay-Z you
need to
again.
Learn how to read the room. It's all about reading the room, because you know that he know that you know that everybody know what's up.
But what happens after you're a couple drinks in?
So
And you don't, now you're reading the room, ain't as reading as possible. It ain't reading rainbow at this point. Now at this point, they asking you to read Braille. And you don't read Braille. So now at this point, I need something on the bar. I need a sign. I need a sign. And the thing is, exactly. That's why we gotta go back to how many shots does it take for them females to get nasty, because then at that point you ain't gotta worry about it. And that's all she wrote. Holla at us next time. See you next time at the bar.
Ball Live Podcast. podcast that probably won't last. Y'all be good.
We out.
And then with that, I don't know what
How was that, Zay?
That was
You was
wonderful.
our toughest
That
critic.
last part.
You was our toughest critic.
I like. We got a whole lot of
But it was
content.
good. It was good. It was good.
Whole lot of content off that shit.
That was good.
And man,
Ask the bar.
I'm gonna let